Emergency services were called to the newly built Harpley estate in Werribee's southwest about 7:30 a.m. on Friday, May 25, 2018. Upon arrival, police discovered the dead body of 69-year-old Caroline Willis. A crime scene was quickly established at the Tawari Crescent house. The deceased woman had lived with her son in a home on the fringes of Werribee, where her body had been found with multiple stab wounds. Homicide detectives and forensic police were called to the scene that morning and combed the house. One day earlier, just before midday, the victim's son, Jamie Ian Willis, had complied with a police order that he leave the Werribee home he shared with his mother, Caroline, after a magistrate issued an intervention order against him 3 days earlier. Jamie Willis was interviewed but released by detectives in the hours after her body was discovered. He claimed his mother was killed during a home invasion. Upon further interrogation, he confessed that he had attacked her. He later pleaded guilty to the murder. About 1:30 p.m. on Sunday, detectives conducted a line search 2 kilometres away in Wyndham Vale. Detective Senior Sergeant Pixie Furmeister said police and SES helped to turn up crucial evidence from the Wyndham Vale Reserve Creek area. "We've received some information that the murder weapon may have been discarded there," she said. They were appealing for witnesses who saw a small SUV-type silver Kia, the same type driven by Jamie Willis, on Black Forest Road in Wyndham Vale about 1:45 p.m. on Thursday. The vehicle was believed to have travelled past the Wyndham Vale Reserve Creek area. Jamie Willis murdered his mother less than 2 hours after police had evicted him from their home. But about 1:20 p.m. that day, Willis, after using the drug ice, returned to the Tawari Crescent property and stabbed his mother at least 19 times with a kitchen knife, as well as bashing her to the head and neck. Willis stayed in the house overnight but did nothing to assist his 70-year-old mother. He called 000 the next day after she had died. Willis initially told police 4 men broke into the home, held him hostage at gunpoint and killed his mother, the Supreme Court heard during his trial. Justice Lex Lasry jailed 39-year-old Willis for 20 years and ordered he serve 14 years before he is eligible for parole. "You launched a frenzied, violent attack on your mother in her home. She was vulnerable and defenseless in the face of this attack," Justice Lasry told the killer. "Once more, a woman has been murdered in her own home where she should have felt safe, secure and protected, especially in light of the intervention order. As is all too common, her death was the culmination of a lengthy history of hostility and family violence." Willis and his mother shared the house but frequently argued, the judge said, and Ms. Willis sought the intervention order citing her son's verbal abuse, controlling behaviour and intimidation, though he had never been physically violent. Both had a history of mental health problems. Willis had refused to take the antipsychotic medication he needed for his delusional disorder and schizophrenia, and instead self-medicated with ice. Justice Lasry said the attack highlighted the toxic connection between drug use, mental health and family violence. After police asked Willis to leave the house, he transferred $800 from his mother's account to his and endorsed the transaction with the words, "Mum." Upon his arrest, he told detectives his mother was evil and that he was just shattered at being forced to leave his home. While in jail, Willis told a psychologist he was bewildered by what he had done and regretted his actions. Jamie Willis will be eligible for parole in 2033.